What's good? What's good? We are back. Another episode of the Paul Picker Podcast, aka Triple P, aka the Common Sense Podcast, your source for music, sports, politics, world events, and much, much more. About to bring on a special guest. He's currently 2-0 in the world of bare knuckle, and we're about to find out, see when his next fight is hopefully going to be. Let's bring on the one and only Matt Rambo Russo. Rambo, what's good, man?
What it is, my brother?
How you been, man?
I'm chilling good, day by day.
All right, so I want to start where I usually start. Like, what were you doing before you got into bare knuckle?
I was boxing, just the, original programming, amateur boxing. I was 21 and 1 in the amateurs, so, I was doing my little thing in the amateurs, but then,
That's what's
I,
up.
yeah, so I decided to, go bare knuckle. I could have went boxing, but, you know, bare knuckle is new and it's growing. I could grow my name with it, and, instead of being, an average fighter with an average record up in boxing, I could make history and, be one of the founders of the fighters of the bare knuckle world and make my history and make my name within that.
Now, does somebody kind of like steer you into the direction of bare knuckle, or was you already just eyeing it?
Believe it or not, I had a couple of people kept telling me about bare knuckle. Ryan Perez, he was number one. That one of
Okay.
the people that always trying to get me into the bare knuckle, kept you know feeding it in my ear, kept pinning it in my ear. But what really made me actually decide to go bare knuckle for real, and wait, HD was another person that kept you know throwing the food at me like, oh, I should join
Yeah.
bare knuckle, I should join bare knuckle. But when my homeboy, he a boxer, he's an established boxer at that. When he told me, oh, like I think bare knuckles really made for you and you should do it. That was like the pin on it. Like, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and do bare knuckle. Everybody telling me, I got this guy that's telling me, everybody that's telling me do bare knuckle. I might as well just see what I could do in that.
Now, the nickname Rambo, who gave that to you? I mean, because that's a nickname. Like, when you got a nickname like that, you have to be a badass.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was actually I actually got it in the gym. To be honest with you, like I was boxing. I was boxing in the way I box. Like, well, when I first came to the gym, this ain't like I had my established performance or nothing. Like, I just started boxing. This around the time I just started boxing, and everybody that come to first start boxing, they don't
Uh,
be natural boxers. They ain't really you know polished like that. But so I came in with a rugged style, always coming forward, swinging them, throwing them, trying to get them up out of there, trying to, you feel me? And they was like, you know what? You got a style like Rambo, like you come trying to get them up out of there. Your name Rambo, so it was kind of like bred it to me up in the boxing gym because the way I fought.
that definitely fits Rambo Russo.
I appreciate that.
Now, your fight strategy, does that ever change, or does it typically stay the same?
It depends on who I fight. Like, styles make fights. There could be somebody that's shorter than me, and I can't get too aggressive with them, so I gotta outplay them by boxing them. Or it could be somebody that's taller than me, and I gotta come forward and I gotta slip and dip and roll with the punches and come with the overhands and stuff like that. So it really just depends on the style of the fight.
Now, you're a flyweight, correct?
Yes, 125.
Your fighting style, do you feel it's a lot different than most of the other flyweights?
I feel like I'm explosive. I'm very, very, very explosive. But I'm technical too. So I could be very explosive, but then you gotta watch because I'm very defensive minded at the same time. I'm not gonna sit there and let you punch me in my face. I'm gonna keep a decent head movement. I'm angle out. I'm gonna move. And so I think I to be honest, I think my style is like one of the best styles in the flyweight division. I think it's gonna be hard to match my style. I think it's gonna be hard to defend my style at that because I'm super fast and I keep it coming. I keep a pace. I'm not running the whole fight. I'm not running. I'm standing right in front of you. I'm trying to be first. I'm either picking my shots or I'm anticipating on the counter. So my style is very difficult to deal with. I'm in your face, but then I'm not in your face at the same time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, watching your fights again, you seem to not dodge people. You seem to just like to hold your stance and kind of let them make the mistakes. Am I right on that?
Yes, exactly.
Now, what would you consider your greatest strength as a bare knuckle fighter?
Excuse me, say that again.
What would you consider your greatest strength as a bare knuckle fighter?
My power.
Your
Like
power?
my power, yes, my power. Like people underestimate my power. I don't know why, but a lot of people underestimate my power. But anybody that shared that ring with me or been in the ring with me, they could tell you I'm cracking in that. For any size, like I could spar people that's 165, and I could be down to 135, and I'm cracking like I'm a 165. But people don't really notice it until they actually get in the ring with me. But anybody that shared the ring with me, they'll tell you my power and my speed because I'm really quick too, but they'll tell you my power is, it's a difference maker. I'm really cracking in there.
Now, your last fight was supposed to be at BKFC 57, if I'm not mistaken. One of my guys was there and was like, "Oh shit, Rambo just got arrested." Are you able to talk about that at all?
Um, I'm not. I don't want to really trying to get into too much detail, but yeah, I could talk about it.
Like, did it cause any problems with you in BKFC?
Um, it caused it's a business at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? You know, mistakes that I've made due to my past, me dealing with the stuff I used to deal with in the past. I had a hard bring up, I had a hard come up and stuff like this. And everybody makes bad decisions. And this was before my time in bare knuckle, before my time, dealing with the fighting industry. And I gotta understand it's a business. Bare knuckle, they gotta keep their promotion going. They gotta keep their thing going, and they ain't trying to make it look bad. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's all understanding. At the end of the day, it's a business. But I got through with this. I'm done. My case is over. The judge gave me a chance, so I'm here to make a name for myself. Show people who's in my position that if you in that dark hole, you could climb out of it. Don't let nobody think. Don't think that there's no way. You ain't got no way out of it, because God's here and He sees everybody. All you gotta do is believe. You get what I'm saying?
So you've had conversations with BKFC about getting new fights then?
Yeah, they telling me they trying to get me in December. So, hopefully in
December?
God's
Okay.
will. Yeah, hopefully in God will I fight December. I'm fighting in 2 weeks too, but it's just a little s ex, exhibition.
Now, you're big on Dragon Ball Z. What's the infatuation with that?
I grew up watching it. I'm not I don't really watch too much animes. I'm not really in the anime. I probably got like two or three that I would look at. But Dragon Ball Z is like the godfather of all animes. It's my favorite. You get what I'm saying? I love Goku,
Yeah.
and it's just the principle what they go by. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
They
I
go by a
noticed
warrior
after.
mentality, never die attitude, never quit. They always. You hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I could hear you. Screen's froze
Hello,
up a little bit though. Your screen's froze up.
Paul.
Yeah, I'm here. You don't hear me? You can't hear me?
Hello,
You can't hear me? Oh, I think we lost him for a second.
hello.
Yo, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, yeah. Connection. I guess the connection went out for a little bit.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. My bad. But like I was saying, they got that never die attitude, never quit attitude. Like if somebody say, "Oh, a saying reach their climate," they keep breaking it. They keep breaking it. There is no. Okay, I'm done in this. You get what I'm saying? Like there is no.
Yeah.
I'm done learning or done. I ain't never finished reaching my climate. I'm going to keep elevating, keep elevating, keep elevating. You get what I'm saying? That's how I look at myself.
Now I was going through the roster of the flyweights. Do you feel like this division is yours for the taking?
Yes, I definitely do feel like this division is mine for the taking. I was number two before the incident, and they took me out. Then they took me out the rankings. But once I get back, if God willing, they let me fight in December. I will knock my opponent out. Show them that you know, to fight me, that I'm here to stay and I ain't going nowhere. And I feel like I defeat anybody in this division. To be honest with you. It's easy money. It's here for me. God set that path for me, and I will take it.
Yeah, because I feel like before that match, you were like one of the names that was really on the come up and that BKFC was probably really invested into in the future. You agree with that?
Yes, I do agree with that.
So basically, I mean, if we get you in December with another fight, you go to 3-0. I mean, they should throw you back in the rankings easily. I'm guessing.
Yeah, easily. Especially if I knock my opponent out first round, you got no choice but to put me back in the rankings.
Now, besides winning the belt, which everybody always says, is there any other aspirations? Like a lot of people talk about legacy. Is that the thing for you?
Yeah, it's not just about winning just that 125. Like, yeah, I could easily, like, right now I'm probably like a good 147. Like,
Okay.
it's easy for me to just want to lose probably 2 3 pounds. Eat normal, stay at 145, or just lose like 10 pounds to go to 135. No, I'm trying to make my name in the bare knuckle books. You get what I'm saying? Become a 125 champion, 135 champion, 145 champion, and maybe even a 55 champion, and become a 4 divisional world weight champion in 4 different weight classes. Now that's history in bare knuckle. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Moving up all these different I don't even think they got a 4 divisional weight, like a person that moved to 4 different weight classes and won belts in each weight classes. So if I could do that and be the first to do that, that's history in the books right there. And my name solidified. Everybody know who I am. I would never leave the name of bare knuckle. You get what I'm saying?
Now, like, okay, say you go through the flyweights and there's really nobody left that really seems worthy enough. It seems like that's the next move, right? It's just to go to a different weight because I think
Yeah.
Alberto Blas is talking about moving down to fight another weight class, and I'm looking at the weight class that he's in. I'm like, I don't really see no guys that could take him.
Yeah, and one
So
and one 35.
I think he is. He just beat Reber, who's like
Yeah.
one of my second favorites. But after he put Reber out like he did, I was just like, man, I don't think nobody in this weight class has got a
You ain't
chance against
wrong.
this
That boy,
guy.
he's very explosive. I like Blast. We chop it up. He cool. Feel me? Every time I see him, we show love. Blast. He's very very explosive, and if somebody ain't gonna be able to match that explosiveness, or either like you know, um, how can I put it, like deflect the explosiveness, like know how to like punch between his shots, or like catch him in
Yeah.
between his shots of his, because he's explosive, he's shooting that shot, he's going to shoot it, so you gotta somebody got to be smart enough to either catch him in between the shot, you get what I'm saying, and if they ain't fast enough to catch him in between the shot, or either like mentally strong minded enough to go past that first round, it's gonna be hard to beat that boy, ain't gonna lie.
Now, have any of your fights went past the first round?
Nah, none of my fights went past the first round.
What would you say to people like? Because I know when people don't go past the first round, people always want to kind of question, can you go the distance? What would you say to that?
It's it depends on what kind of fighter you is. It's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. You get what I'm saying? Because it
Hmm.
shows your strength, shows your heart, it shows your mentality. But then at the same time, it doesn't show what you could do. And if because like you gonna get that person that's gonna test you, no matter who how good you is, how strong you is, you gonna find somebody that's your match later on down that long run. And is it okay? Do you have the will? I ain't gonna lie, meeting the guy and stuff like that. I think he does have the will to, the heart and the mind and the strength to even go 5 rounds and have a war. I think he could do it, but you'll never know till you see him in that fight.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Blas, nobody's got Blas past the first round. Now, calling out fighters is that ever a thing for you to try to get a certain fight?
I mean, as of like, yeah, it is, but as of right now, I just want to get in the mix. It's
You
not
just
even
want to
about.
get back in.
I just want to get in the mix. I'll be blessing to fight anybody, just to even walk on that bare knuckle stage and get into that square circle and throw these hands again and have the crowd chant my name and have my hand raised in victory. That's all I'm looking for. So it could be anybody, bro. At this moment, bro, I don't even care. I just want to get in that ring and do what I love the most. You get what I'm saying?
Now, what's the process of like when you go to get fights set up? Like, who do you gotta? I know Nate be setting up the fights, but who do you typically go through?
I go to my manager Victor.
And are you all in? Are you with all in management?
Yes, I am with All In.
And y'all are stacked over there. I honestly feel like y'all might have the superstar like team over there and whatnot. Like, who's
Yeah.
all part of all in right now?
It's me, Rebel, HD. We got
Is El Gallo part of that?
yeah, El Gallo. We got a couple of guys. We got the AJ Rodriguez that just won.
Okay.
Um I forgot the other dude name. He used to be the UFC. I mean, he used to fight in at the UFC stuff.
Y'all don't got
Trying
no females in all in?
Yeah, we do. We actually got we got Venom Rodriguez. We
Okay.
got we got, I think that's the only female we got. Yeah, that's the only female we got. Yeah, you know
What's your
Rosa?
opinion? I've heard of her.
Yeah, Rosa Venom Rodriguez.
Yeah. What's your opinion on the female fighters in bare knuckle?
Oh no, they can fight. I like them. I like them. I like Brenton Hart. I like Rosa. I like I don't know if Paige Van Zant fight no more, but I like her. I like what's her name? Sterling. I like a lot of these female fighters. They can
Taylor
fight.
Starlin? Yeah.
Yeah, I like they can fight. They come in. They put on a good show. They don't back down. They bite down, and they do what they're supposed to do in that ring. I love the female fighters. I love to see fighting. Period. Coming from all sides of the world. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
love the
seems
female
like
fighters.
they actually quit less than the guys, and their fights actually go longer because none of them typically have the knockout power to knock each other out. So they usually go about 4 or 5 rounds. So they usually got a good chance to get fight of the night because those one hitter quitters, man, all you getting out for those is knockout of the night. You can't really get fight of the night with the one hitter
Yeah,
quitters.
you ain't lying. You ain't lying. The females can fight. Ain't gonna lie. They gonna fight. So yeah, you got to give it to the females. They got heart just to even long step in that ring. Get what I'm saying? It's a tough sport.
What's the worst injury you've had fighting in bare knuckle? I know people said they broke their hands punching people before.
I never had an injury.
You never had an
I
injury
never
at
got
all
an injury.
in none of the matches?
None of the matches. I always came out clean.
You still there?
Excuse me.
I can't hear you.
I
I couldn't
said
hear you. I said you had no injuries during none of the bare knuckle fights?
no injuries. I always came out clean. I never injured.
Not in a cut or nothing.
Nah, not a cut.
Man, that says a lot. Now, have they gave you
I
an
got tough
idea?
skin.
They gave you an idea who you might be fighting
No idea. No idea. No idea. Just
in
here waiting. I'm
December. Where's
training.
the December card going to be at? Do we know
It's gonna
that
be at the
one yet?
Hard Rock. I heard. I
Oh,
heard.
the Hard
Literally, I
Rock
heard it's gonna
again?
be at the Hard Rock. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I,
typically, all the events you done mainly at the Hard Rock, like you don't do none out of state.
I mean, if they set me up one, like I'm a ticket seller, so I like to sell these tickets, so I don't mind staying at home. But if they was to like, oh, tell me like, oh, we got to fight for you out here in Cali or New York or something, I do it because I'm trying to build my fan base up at the same time. But I'm a hometown warrior. I like to fight for my peoples at the house.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So this whole time you've been training even with no fight set up, right?
Yeah, even with no fight set up, maybe in a
And
little big. That's about it. But I
yeah,
stay in the booth.
what's that typically consist of? I mean, I know you said from 5 to 8 you in there like just training 3 hours straight.
Yeah.
What's that typically consist of? Like,
Well, it depends on what the coach got going on that day. We do a lot of sparring too. So, and I just train from 5 to 8, like when I ain't got no fight set up. But once I get a fight
okay,
set up, then I'm training morning time, then I'm training nighttime. I always take me a little jog around 1 or 2 o'clock at night, Mayweather style,
wow,
just to get that. Cause the night, I like to train at night because ain't no sun. I put my my sauna suit on. I can run as long as I want while I'm sweating, and it's just beautiful to me at nighttime. The sun, like I get up and train in the morning, sun be hot, 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 hot. Sometimes that take energy from you. You know what I'm saying? But at nighttime
Yeah.
when there's no sun up in the air, you know, yeah, you working in the training, but you still got more energy you could, use due to the sun not wearing you down so much.
So Mayweather actually jogs at 1 and 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like I'm like the old man. Get off my lawn. I'm asleep by then.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
So this exhibition, like, what can you tell us about that?
It's just something to get my get back active, get some money in my pocket. You get what I'm saying? My manager was telling me about this promotion. They're getting off the ground and whatnot. And they want to fight me. So I'm willing, just to make some extra bread in my pocket. I'm down. You get what I'm saying? Plus, this could show bare knuckle like what's anticipated for when I'm come to December. If they let me fight in the December call, what I could bring to them, let them know that I'm ready and I'm sharp and I'm strong and I'm prepared for whatever.
Now I do know BKFC doesn't typically like people to fight out of the BK out of bare knuckle. You think that's cause like cats like Mike Perry like go over there and like lose and kind of
That well, Mike Perry, I love Mike Perry. He one of my homies, but facing Jake Paul, that's a tough fight. It's a boxing. You get what I'm saying? It's not bare
yeah.
knuckle or nor MMA. Boxing is, way more different. And Perry style isn't the boxing type. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like bare knuckle was probably mad because it was a dumb decision on his end to go fight. You know, Jake Paul is actually a boxer. People, they discredit him, but you've been
Yeah.
training over 5 years in boxing. You're a boxer. You get what I'm saying? If you eat, sleep, and doing nothing what you doing, and you out here training boxing style, you're a boxer. You get what I'm saying? So people don't give Jake Paul the credit what he really is, and he's really is a boxer. You get what I'm saying? And people don't find that out until they get in the ring and actually realize like this sport is different from MMA, from bare knuckle. Because I was boxing for what 10 years of my life before I decided to join bare
Dang.
knuckle. And I had to learn for my first fight that boxing and bare knuckle is two different sports. I went out there trying to box my opponent and got clipped. Learned that okay, keep them hands up. You got to be a little rugged, got to be a little stronger and faster in the beginning, and then yeah, then that science and sweet science and boxing and stuff. Because how I look at it, I feel like boxing is a slow pace, then fast pace, but bare knuckle is fast pace, then slow pace. So you got to be able to, you feel me?
I'm glad you said that. I could not remember who said that. I produced the interview you did with Circle of Kings a while back before me and him had a fallout. And I remember you specifically saying that, and it's always stuck with me, that you
Yeah.
said that. I just couldn't remember who said it. And now that you say that, I was like, that's who said that. Rambo Russo said that. Yeah, it makes all the sense in the
You
world,
said
man.
what? Your
Because
phone
when
breaking, your mic breaking up.
yeah, I said it makes all the sense in the world because you see, like in these bare knuckle fights, when they get past the first and second round, these dudes get super tired. You still there? Rambo, you still
Hello?
there? Yeah, you can't hear
Yeah, I
me?
can't hear you. What you were saying?
Yeah, I was saying like that saying shows it like when cats get into bare knuckle and they get into that first and second, get into that second round, you start seeing cats get really, really tired.
Yeah, that's when the
So
slow
you
pace comes, and that's when the art of the whatever box, what if you want to get technical, that's when them skills kick in. But in the beginning, them skills don't matter, bro. It's about
yeah.
who's the fastest, who can hit, who the strongest, the hardest, and who got the technical ability to get to you first, and keep you from up off of them. So I feel like it's a faster pace, but then slower pace. So that's how I look at it, and that's how I take it.
Do you think cardio really makes a big difference in bare knuckle?
In any sport, whoever got the best cardio, and you can have the best cardio, but if you get clipped, you get clipped. You can't do nothing about it. But that cardio still matters in any sport because you get to that second, well, third and fourth, and this is bare knuckle, so you get hit with a bare fist. The adrenaline kicks out more, and People don't understand that you lose more adrenaline inside of bare knuckle than you'll lose inside of boxing because of the fear of physical force versus boxing where you just touching, tapping, moving into the later rounds and stuff like that. So I feel like cardio going that cardio does matter in any sport that you in.
Now,
But
when
you
you said go
go
ahead.
ahead.
When you said you got clipped in the first fight, did
Hmm.
you change your game plan after that inning, or did you say I'm sticking with the game plan?
Well, you talking about that first fight? Did I stop
Yeah,
like when I
yeah, you
got hit?
says yeah,
Oh no, like when I got hit, everything went out the window for me. Like the whole box and everything went out the window. I was really fighting, to be honest, but I didn't even know I hit the flow. I didn't know I hit the canvas. I thought it was like a little quick, like a little flash, and I was trying. If you watch the video, I was damn near trying to push the rough out the way, trying to go fight him. Then I
yeah.
realized that I'm in a. Then I realized I'm in the ring. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta tighten up. And then that's when I went out there and I went a whole lot of their style on them and try to street fight them tight.
Now, do you ever get nervous before any of these fights?
Uh, like I say I think everybody gets nervous, like not like necessarily as scared, but just
Yeah,
just the little jitter, like the little nerve
yeah.
jitter. But other than that, like bro, I'm high spirit. I'm a high energy person. I love to have fun, so I could be a little nervous, but then I'm having fun all at the same time to the point like it's really not bothering me none. I go out there dancing, do my little moves and stuff like that, and I turn it to fun so it don't be as much as nervous. Because if you stay nervous or if you sit there with that on your mind, I believe in manifestations, and I believe anything that you speak out into this universe, it will definitely come back. So if I sit there with that nervousness and thinking about it and sitting on my mind too much, I could probably go out there and actually, make a mistake and lose. So that's why I go out there with the high energy and have fun, do my little dance, you know, and it kind of takes the edge off of it. To be honest with you, bro.
That's what's up. Well, we about to hit that 30-minute mark, and I know you got a lot of other stuff you gotta do, man. So before we go, any shout outs you wanna do?
Man, shout out, number one, thank you to my, Lord and Savior God for even, putting me back in this position, getting me back in the talks and fighting and all that. I just want to thank the Lord. And then I want to thank my team, all in management, my lawyers, Cam and Hunter. I want to thank Bare Knuckle for, maybe, even if they decide, even if they don't, thank you for even having me on your platform to even be seen by, you and all these other podcasters and promoters and interviewers. And I want to thank, all my fans, because all my fans, I wouldn't be Rambo and who I am today if it wasn't for my fan base. They love me so much. And everybody, just thank everybody, thank my family and everything. Rambo's not gone. Rambo here. I'm here to, punish anybody that come in my way. This is the revenge tour. I'm back for my revengeance, and I'm here to take on the whole weight class, move up and take in everybody that's possible, bro, and come and take what's mine.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you taking time out of your schedule, man. And you're more than welcome to come back on the show anytime. You're a friend of the show. And, anything you post, I'm going to make sure I like, comment, all
I
that good
appreciate
stuff.
it, Paul.
And once I get off here, I'm going to start clipping up some clips and, start promoting them out there. And can't wait to see your next fight, man. Flyweight's going to they're going to have some shit on their hands. So
I don't love Paul. You know what time it is. I'm finna lay that down at the gate as soon as I make my return. First round knockout. You know how I do it. I ain't trying to play.
I know that's right. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, man.
All right, Paul.
All right. Peace. There you go. Rambo Russo says he should be fighting in December. Hopefully he gets that fight. Seminole Hard Rock Cafe and Casino up in Hollywood, Florida, which they be packing in pretty much every event. I know they're not gonna go away from that event anytime soon, man. That arena just is a really, really good one. Uh so we're gonna be anticipating that. See when he gets back in the ring. He's 2-0. Next fight, he wins that, he'll be 3-0, and that should get him back in the rankings. And I ain't gonna lie, man. It looks like the flyweight could be his for the taking. Um, we'll see what happens though, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode of the Paul Pickett Podcast. Peace, and I'm out.